While the rest of the kids ran around the room, grabbing whatever they could get their hands on and frantically beginning to build, Jasper and Brian sat back. They formulated a plan. They took paper and pen and drew out their ideas. They talked about math. Ding! 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 Students knew immediately what to do with the sound of those three long dings. They had heard them many times throughout the school year. They dropped their blankets, their pillows, their chairs, their cardboard boxes. They pushed over their freshly constructed forts and sprinted to the back of the class, to their assigned bunkers. These bunkers looked like lockers, only large enough for a tiny child to squeeze inside. Each student entered the combination assigned to them at the beginning of the year. After locking the door, Mrs. Smith broke the glass behind her desk and grabbed the emergency gun. She watched as the kids continued to enter their combinations, for she was not allowed to enter her bunker until every student had entered theirs. Bunker doors opened and kids climbed inside, but not every student remembered their combination. Some were left standing there, staring at the flashing red lights indicating a wrong password had been entered, their eyes filled with panic. "Mrs. Smith," they yelled. "I don't remember my password," they cried. "Help me, help me, help me." But teachers were no longer given access to the combinations of their students' bunkers ever since one teacher in Arkansas used them to slaughter her entire class. All Mrs. Smith could do now was order them to call their mothers or fathers and keep trying to remember. Jasper entered his combination and turned to watch the frantic class. Kids crying as they called their parents, Mrs. Smith standing in front of the class with her loaded gun, students climbing into bunkers. He could hear gunshots getting closer, screams, cries, threats, and promises. He heard bodies falling to the floor outside. He heard demands being yelled by police officers and infiltrators. He wanted to help. He wanted to help everybody. But there was nothing he could do. And so, with guilt in his heart, he climbed inside his bunker and closed the door behind him. The world went silent within. He grabbed one of the coloring books he had stored inside to keep himself occupied, along with a box of markers. He opened the book and flipped through the pages. Nearly all of the animals inside had already been colored in, at first haphazardly, and then again with detail. He found a lion near the back which had only been colored over once and got to work, trying hard to forget about the world outside his bunker. If you would like to find out what happens next or would like to hear any other stories from my book, The Crumbling of a Nation and Other Stories is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and the TikTok shop. And over the next 13 weeks, I will be posting the full audiobook recordings over on my YouTube.